Hey, hey, it is day 3 of our 7-day content creation challenge. And guys, you are rocking it. And so I want you just to sit back and really congratulate yourself on thinking outside the box, to making some changes that might be necessary to your content creation, to really sit back and take time on creating your content. If you truly want growth and you use social media to build your influence, to build your business, you must take the time to deliver quality content, quality engagement, and then leading to conversations in Messenger. That is the only way to have true success using social media. So, on day 3 today, since I love starting my challenges on Monday, I'm going to give you, just like yesterday, an example of what I would use on a Wednesday. So Wednesdays, I like to think of themes. Y'all figured this out by now, right? So themes, Wednesday. I have been, ever since I was young, so passionate and so driven and excited in wellness, health and wellness. So for me, I like to use Wellness Wednesday. It makes sense to me. I'm excited to share some wealth of knowledge or some exercise tips or some recipes or asking questions about health and wellness. Maybe I have something I want people's opinions or I want their advice. So I'm always thinking of the theme, but then the second thing I think about is, how do I get engagement? So is this an ask? What is the best ask? Or what is the best way to get a reaction from people? Okay. So Wellness Wednesday would be one. So all I did right now is I Googled hashtags for Wednesday. If you don't have passion in wellness, don't use this theme. Use your own theme. So you can have Women Wednesday. Heck, you could highlight another female that you are like, God, she's incredible. I want to highlight her. I want to interview her, right? What? Interview? Hello? Video is king. Way back Wednesday. Go back, right? You got Wisdom Wednesday. You have Wednesday selfie. I mean, if you listen, that one is kind of interesting and I think would get a lot of engagement. Why? Because people like to take selfies, and if you're like, I'm making today Wednesday selfie day, everybody drop a selfie of you in the comments so I can see your beautiful face and say hello to you. That's huge, guys. Like, it has no value but making people feel good about themselves, which is huge value. But value to your business, you don't always have to be about that. It can be fun, right? Social media, we don't get to see everybody's face all the time. So that would be a really awesome one, I think. Maybe, right? All right, so Wine Wednesday. If you love wine, why not talk about wine? Why not have a social conversation? And Wine Wednesday, what is your favorite brand of wine? What is your favorite flavor of wine? And then guess what? People are like, boop, right? They're going to comment because you're asking them what is their favorite thing. Sometimes your content creation isn't about your business. It's about connecting with your followers. And I'll be the first to say, I believe it's more important to connect with your followers and your network than it is to talk about your business. Yep, I said it. Because if you don't have the network that's engaging with you, they'll never see what you share about your business. So in my opinion, and I think it's pretty much a fact, you want to be focused on your network and being a community, being exciting, being supportive, encouraging, and just being that individual in their social media life that they want to come back and see your stuff because you make them feel good and you share some cool stuff. Okay, so today's tips on your content. Yesterday we talked about engaging on the post, right? Today, how do you take that engagement into a conversation? Because it's not classy to close somebody on public display. I'll be the first to tell you, I am in sales. And if I was commenting and engaging with somebody on their post and they're like, hey, are you ready to buy X, Y, and Z? I'd be like, boom, I out. Like, you just like publicly pushed me and I'm like, ain't gonna happen. Not everybody wants to be publicly closed on a deal, right? So if the post today is about Wellness Wednesday and I'm talking about gut health because I'm super passionate about gut health, if I'm talking about weight loss, I'm super passionate about helping people lose weight. If I'm talking about mental wellness, I'm super passionate about that. I am not going to have a detailed conversation in the comments of that post to close that individual who's asking me questions. I'm going to take that comment conversation into Messenger. Behind the scenes, you guys, it is respect, and it is the place that you can ask questions that are not okay to ask that person in public. Sometimes the conversation, like for instance, I did a post not long ago about help. This mama needs some mosquito help. My kid has been eaten alive by mosquitoes. What is a natural repellent that has worked for you and your children that you can share with me? Okay, these conversations, they were like boom, 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 right? I had tons of people telling me what they use. And some of it, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. I never heard of that one, never heard of that. That's the comment I did on the post. But I went into Messenger and I talked like, okay, so tell me a little bit more about this. Like, I would ask specific questions of how their kid responded, like how they reacted to the bites. Like, did they swell up? Like, those are things I'm not going to put out there into the public. I'm going to talk about that in the behind the scenes. You will grow a stronger connection with people talking to them in Messenger. But first, you got to have something to talk to them about, which means asking them a call to action on your post. They comment, they respond, and boom, now you have something to talk about, right? Once you build that conversation up there, you now are not just acquaintances on social media. You're kind of a friend. That's how social media works. So now you're like Facebook friends, like you're official friends because you've had a back and forth conversation. Now is when you are like, you start to comment on their stuff. You start to continue to engage with them and they're going to continue to engage with you. Guess what? That is going to lead to a closing conversation because at some point in time, whatever you're selling, whatever opportunity you have, they're going to share something that makes you go, it's time to talk to them about this. It's time to talk to them about that. So we're not here to close anybody on your business products or opportunity. We're here to increase our know, like, and trust factor, our engagement, our value we put out into social media. So today's number one tip and the number one thing I want you to focus on, and guys, this what we learned on day 1, you don't forget about that and only do day 3. No. It is a combination. So as we get all 7 days in, then you'll have all the things to have awesome content every single day, building your network, building your know, building your like, building your trust, and increasing your engagement in your conversations, leading to business growth. Trust the process. Trust the process. So today, I want you to take those engagement conversations, those comments. They commented on your call to action. You then responded back. And if that makes sense to take it into a behind the scenes conversation, then absolutely today's the day. Tomorrow's the day. And so on. So how many conversations are you having on your post in Messenger? These engagements, how many of those are you turning into legit, healthy, human conversations on Messenger in the back end? That is what I have for you today. That is the gold. We're going to talk more about that in the upcoming days on how to master your messages, how to master your conversations, and not be salesy, spammy, and just like icky, right? We don't want to be icky. Social media is a slower process to get the sale. It is. It is a slower process because they have not, when you talk to somebody face to face, like they know you, they like you, they're like, gosh, she's pretty cool, or he's pretty awesome, or they know their stuff. On social media, you gotta build that trust, know, like, right? You do. So that is what I have for you today. Enjoy day 3. Again, post your URL to your comment, or comment your URL to your post that you did today so we can engage with you. And if you would love my feedback, please just tag me so we can definitely do that as well. With that, have an awesome day. We'll see you on day 4 tomorrow.